the 2020 VMAs. Let's talk about it. So yes, last night MTV hosted their annual Video Music Awards. This year was hosted by KeKe Palmer, and things were very, very different compared to previous ceremonies, given that it's COVID era and whatnot. So I think the first thing we should start off with is talk about the host, KeKe Palmer, Miss Lauren Kiana Palmer. Miss KeKe keeps a check Palmer because that's what she does. The good sis stays booked and busy, and I knew she was going to kill it as a host, and that she did. I did have some worries about how the host would operate, given that everything was virtual, or would a host even be necessary. But KeKe, she did her thing. I noticed too, she didn't have that many outfit changes. Unless I'm tripping, I only noticed 2, I think, which I thought was interesting because typically, part of the host, part of the duties or whatnot of being host is frequent outfit changes, and I noticed that she didn't, unless I'm missing something. But I'm pretty sure she only had 2 outfits, so I thought that was different and interesting. So yes, the performances, they had a pretty stacked card. The opening performance was The Weeknd. It was cool, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't viewed The Weeknd the same ever since I saw a tweet that said The Weeknd makes music for haunted strip clubs. I'm sorry, I have not been the same since. But I mean, he performed Blinding Lights. I mean, it's a catchy song. It's cool, dun dun, yeah. It was a good performance. His mic was on, at least I think it was. There was a helicopter during his performance, so I was just trying to figure out how can he hear himself sing with a helicopter. So yeah, that was unique. He's still rocking that red tuxedo and a busted face. Props to that type of dedication. But yeah, he performed. It was cool. Miley Cyrus, she performed her song Midnight Sky, I think that's what it's called. It was cute. I don't really care that much for the song, I'm gonna be honest, but her performance was good nonetheless. She paid homage to herself low key, but getting on a wrecking ball, singing back to her banger days. So yeah, that was cool. The baby, yes, the baby.
Some of y'all about to be real mad at me, but it must be said.
I'm gonna just say it like this, okay? If he's the baby, I'm the bottom. That's all I'm gonna say on that. He had a medley of his songs. It was cool. I'm biased because he's from Charlotte. I'm from Charlotte, so I'm a little biased towards him. He repped us. He repped the Queen City. He did us well. He repped us, and he also, I remember in one of his interviews, he noted how he's the first performer from Charlotte to grace the main stage. So I was like, hey, Charlotte's on the map, So yeah, he did his little thing. It was a nice little medley of his songs. And also too, I'm starting to notice, I've noticed since the pandemic started, in terms of performances from rappers, male rappers specifically, they're really stepping up their game, and I see it and I appreciate it, because typically y'all male rappers, they're boring as hell on stage. All tea, all shade. But I've noticed specifically the baby, and also too Roddy Ricch. I think he was supposed to perform, but I think he backed out, and I don't blame him, COVID. But those two in particular, I noticed their performances, particularly during this whole COVID era, they've been pretty well. So I appreciate that. Lady Gaga, she was I think she was the main star of the night, because MTV was presenting her with the first ever Tricon Award. So that was cool, good for her, love that for her. She performed a medley of her songs from Chromatica, including Rain on Me with Ariana Grande. That was a cute performance. They had masks on the entire time, so I thought that was interesting. I wasn't mad at it though. I was just wondering if they were actually singing live, because you can't see their mouth move. So I was just wondering, are they singing live or pre-recorded track? But I mean, they sounded good nonetheless. And there was one moment in particular where Ariana, she hit that note. And I was like, okay, I see you, Miss Ariana. I like Ariana. I love her music. She makes really good music. And she's one of the few pop girlies who I actually go up for, because she has vocals. So yeah, that was a cute performance. In terms of the winners of the night, I think Lady Gaga led the pack that night with like 5 awards. Ariana took home a couple too. The Weeknd, he won Video of the Year and Best R&B Video, and I have beef with him winning Best R&B Video. I hate to be that person, but I'm just gonna say it. Blinding Lights is not an R&B song. I mean, anything produced by Max Martin is just not R&B. Literally, y'all, if y'all go on the Wikipedia, type in Blinding Lights and look at the credits, the songwriting credits, the producer credits, and the genre, it's literally Max Martin. That man is literally like, when you say pop music, I just think Max Martin. Like, that nigga is, I mean, he be in his bag. And don't get me wrong, Blinding Lights is a catchy pop song. I'm gonna say it again, a catchy pop song. So I have no, well, actually I do know why, and I'm gonna get onto that later. I'm just annoyed with the way that these predominantly white institutions categorize music, because it's so annoying. Like, nothing about Blinding Lights is R&B. And literally, if you really want to get into it, I think the only reason they put him in that category is because he's black. Literally, I personally, in my opinion, and I'm biased, that award for Best R&B Video should have went to Chloe and Halle for Do It. And I'm gonna get on Chloe and Halle later. I'm saving them for the end because you saved the best for last. But yes, so yeah, I'm just kind of annoyed with Blinding Lights being in the R&B category. Like, it's honestly, it seems like these, like, you know, these award committees, they just see black people like, oh, it's a nigger, it's R&B, it's hip hop. It's like, no, we run pop too. I mean, the king of pop is none other than Michael Jackson. Hello. The people who are responsible for, you know, organizing which song goes in which category, please do better. Expand your horizons, because I promise you, black people can do more than R&B and hip hop. So I'm interested to see where Blinding Lights falls in other award show categories, because it's not a question of if it gets nominated, it will get nominated. So it's just a matter of what categories. I'm particularly interested to see where it falls in the when they announce the Grammy nominations later this winter. I'm gonna be very annoyed if it's in the R&B category. Maluma, he can do no wrong. Literally, that man, Maluma could burn my house down, run me over, steal my identity, ruin my credit, and I would still have no choice but to stand. Like, it's my fault. I was the one who was caught slipping, you know? So, yeah, Maluma, he can do no wrong in my opinion. He won an award too, so love that for him. Love that for him. Also, BTS performed. They killed it. And literally, as I'm filming this, the song that they performed, Dynamite, it debuted at #1 on the Hot 100 chart. So, I mean, BTS, it's a good time to be them, because they're really killing it, taking over the industry right now. We love to see it. So yeah, congrats to them. They won some awards too that last night. So yeah, BTS and the ARMY, literally, I don't know a more devoted fan base. Like, they ride for them. So yeah, BTS and the ARMY, yeah, hats off to y'all. Doja Cat performed. She's a weird ass bitch, but she could perform. So I mean, I'll give it to her. She performed a medley. I think it was Say So and Like That. And like the staging, the artistic direction, it was very interesting. It was like alien outer space type stuff. So it was cool. I rocked with the performance. I don't quite rock with Doja the way I used to. She weird to me. I'm sorry. But it was a good performance nonetheless. And she won an award. So I mean, you know. So yes, the moment I've been waiting for. Chloe and Halle. Oh. I need to calm down, because the way, y'all, the talent, y'all, the vocals. Do you hear what I'm saying? The vocals, the harmonies that they were. Let me backtrack. When I first heard that they were going to be performing at the VMAs, I was psyched. I was like, hell yes, they're about to eat. Then I found out they were going to be on the pre-show and not the main stage. And literally all I saw was red. How y'all not going to disrespect my... Literally, them girls could go up against anybody. You put anybody on the industry. And I mean that, anybody. Okay? Shit, they would even give Beyonce a run for her money. Okay? So, like, you can put them up next to anybody, and they will deliver. Like, they're so talented. They're literally writers. They produce their shit. They're multi-instrumentalists. They're vocalists. Not singers, y'all, but vocalists. Get into it. So when I found out they was on the pre-show, I felt some type of way. I was like, why y'all disrespected them? But I did a little digging, and I found out that they were offered the main stage, but they declined because if they did do the main stage performance, they would have to quarantine afterwards for 14 days. Time is money, so they was like, nah, we just gonna film it, we gonna pre-record it, and do it on the pre-show. So after finding that out, my anger subsided. I was like, okay, I get it. Put your health and well-being first. I ain't mad at it. And the gag is, they was on the pre-show, and they was still better. Chloe and Halle had the best performance of the night. Period.
Period. Period. Period. Period. Period. Period. Nothing else to say, like, period. Period.
Okay, they had the best performance of the night. Main stage or pre-stage, it don't matter. Like, they were giving me, okay, let's get into the outfits, because they were giving me I Am Sasha Fierce, okay? They were giving me Whitney Houston, Queen of the Night. And it was so simple. It was so simple, but that just goes to show you there really is beauty in the simple things, because literally all it was these sickening ass outfits, some good ass lighting, and camera work. That's all they did, and it's all I needed. Because when you got talent, when you're talented, you don't need a whole bunch of shit. You don't need a whole bunch of, smoke and mirrors. You just need a mic and a spotlight, and that's all. And then once the song was concluding, that last little verse after the bridge, that outro, that chorus outro, Chloe and Halle, if a lawsuit, y'all get served papers, because at this point y'all not leaving me no choice but to serve y'all lawsuit for assault and battery of my edges, because that's what y'all did. Y'all assaulted my edges. You snatched my hair clean off. That's why it looks like this. So don't be surprised, Chloe and Halle, if you hear from my lawyers, because y'all didn't have no right to slay like that. Y'all didn't. And that's exactly what y'all did. Y'all slayed. I could sing their praises all day, all night. I really could. But yeah. We in this house, in this room, we stand Chloe and Halle. But yeah, that was the standout stuff for me. I'm kind of excited to see what the future of award shows look like. And I think this year's MTV VMAs did a good job of kind of, showing it can be done. Because I know BET Awards back in June, they did it, but it felt awkward a little bit. I'm not going to lie. So I feel like the MTV VMAs was the first, award show to kind of do it right. They saw what BET did and kind of just perfected it. So I'm interested to see what, future award shows are going to do. But yeah, that's all I got for now. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to comment, subscribe. And I'll see y'all later.